Earlier, I spoke with Donald Trump's running mate, Indiana Governor Mike Pence. Governor, good to see you. How are you, sir?
I'm great, Sean. Great to be back in Iowa. Had a great rally here today, and it's good to be with you.
You know, Governor, I was really glad to see, I wrote a whole piece on my website, Hannity.com, actions speak louder than words. And I know that a lot of people didn't like, quote, what Donald Trump said in the tape that was released. I'm getting some information that maybe Republicans had a hand in that, but that's a story for a different day. My question to you is, what do you make of so many weak Republicans that have done everything they can do and are doing to hurt this campaign, hurt Donald Trump, not see the dramatic, profound differences in policy, and not prosecute the case against Hillary the way Donald Trump did in the debate Sunday night? What do you say to the Paul Ryans of the world?
Well, Paul Ryan is a personal friend of mine for many years, but I just respectfully disagree with him. Donald Trump and I couldn't be more grateful for the support that we're receiving from people all across this country, including Republican leaders. You know, I'm here in Iowa with Senator Joni Ernst, Congressman Steve King, Governor Terry Branstad, who are standing strong with Donald Trump. I got a call earlier today from Senator Roy Blunt asking us to come into Missouri for him. So I know the media likes to focus on a handful of Republicans who have chosen a different course, but we've really been overwhelmed to see leaders and rank-and-file Republicans and many independents, and frankly, at my rallies here in Iowa today, many Democrats who are responding to Donald Trump's message that we can make America great again. We can rebuild our military, revive our economy the way Ronald Reagan did in the 80s, and we can have appointments to the Supreme Court of the United States that will uphold our Constitution. So we're proud of the support we have here in Iowa, all over the country, and we're going to continue to work over the next 4 weeks to earn the confidence of even more Americans.
I want to talk about some of these hacked emails. Let's look at some of the substance in them. It came up in your debate. It came up in the debate Sunday night about Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, but we've got hacked emails showing Hillary praising Putin. We got hacked emails of her saying vetting Syrian refugees is impossible, and also how the Saudis and Qatar are funding ISIS, the same Saudis that persecute women and Christians and Jews and kill gays and lesbians that she took money from. And in fact, they're funding ISIS, and she knew it. What are we to make? And she also admits you can be one person in private, another person in public. I mean,
well, I think that, I think that's the whole story, Sean, is what you have with these WikiLeaks releases of these emails, is they're pulling back the curtain on the fact that Hillary Clinton is different in private than she is in public. In fact, she boasted about that, as you saw in that one excerpt from a speech where she told some donor group that you have to have a different, different policies in public than you do in private. When she was challenged on that during her debate on Sunday night, she went into this long talk about Abraham Lincoln. But I got to tell you, I said in Iowa today, you know, as a member of the party of Lincoln, I'd prefer if dishonest Hillary did not associate herself anymore with honest Abe. And but all this, the most remarkable one to me is the fact that we learned through the release today that she may well have released classified information about the takedown of Osama bin Laden. Now, contrast that with the fact that the man who shot Osama bin Laden was essentially held to account for having classified information in his book about it, and he was required to turn over nearly $7 million in royalties back to the government. This is, this is about the kind of double standard that we're continuously seeing. And I got to tell you, people here in Iowa and all over the country have had enough of it. What they find in Donald Trump is someone who is the same person every day, speaks honestly and forthrightly to the American people. And I think that's why you see the tremendous momentum in this campaign.
There's a young man by the name of Christian Saucier who is 22 years old. He took pictures of classified areas in a submarine. He has a one-year-old daughter and a wife just for taking 6 pictures. He's going to jail for a year compared to what Hillary said. Also in these emails, we see Univision, NBC, CNN, the New York Times, the Boston Globe, all helping Hillary's campaign. And we've got collusion between the Department of Justice and the Clinton campaign, the White House and the Clinton campaign. I don't know if people can absorb this in 28 days, and people are even voting now. What's your reaction to all this?
I think people are absorbing it. I'll tell you what, at our rally here in Iowa today, I talked about those very same things. I mean, the fact that it came out today, and your viewers really just need to go and look at it, that the campaign manager for Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign said that the folks at DOJ had given them a heads up about information in the Justice Department's investigation of her private server. And at the same time that many in the media are challenging Donald Trump and my call for a special prosecutor in this case. But again, this is the double standard, and the sailor that's going to jail for a year, that because he mishandled classified information, he took photographs on a nuclear submarine, and yet Hillary Clinton mishandles classified information and is not held to account for that. It's
unbelievable.
It's that double standard the American people are weary of. I think they see through it, and I think that's why, even against all odds, against a media that literally does half of Hillary Clinton's work for her every day, this campaign is gaining momentum all across America. And I got to tell you what, I think we're going to continue to drive forward and see this movement to make America great again grow all the way through a success on Election Day.
All right, Governor, always good to see you. Thank you for taking the time to be with us. And up
Thanks,
next,
Sean.
tonight, right here on Hannity.
Without the media, Hillary Clinton couldn't be elected dog catcher. I mean that. True.
Donald Trump calling out the corrupt leftist liberal media for colluding with the Clinton campaign. Unbelievable. We'll expose that next. Also, newly leaked emails from WikiLeaks show Hillary Clinton allegedly knows and said that Saudi Arabia and Qatar were funding ISIS. Now, those are the same countries that donated millions and millions of dollars